well done on the Triggered album.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, amazing. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I've basically been listening to it on repeat today because I was like trying to get in the zone, and I was like, oh my god, I love this album.
Oh, that's good to hear. It was awful.
Well, no, it's absolutely amazing. Just especially like "Fuck the Haters."
All right,
I have been told that because I have like my headphones in and I just sort of like carry on. I have been told that I do sing a little bit. I'm terrible, so I don't do the song any justice. But right. I try not to sing your ones because obviously you swear quite a bit.
Well, on this album, well, to be honest, we used to swear on earlier albums a bit because I didn't really care because I didn't really think we were going anywhere. And then and then the sort of when Earache came along, the label, and the albums were being a bit more successful. I was very much more conscious, of language. And although I didn't censor it too much, we did say if it's not needed, then really don't do it. And I've become quite aware of it. But this last album, I was more of the opinion. I just thought, well, doesn't sound like an angry album. There's some sort of angry topics on there, and they just I don't know. I just thought whatever, like I mean, you got to remember when you're swearing in songs, it's not going to be played on various radio stations, so you're kind of sometimes kicking yourself in the head, really. Doing too much swearing. You have to go out making bloody edited versions and whatnot.
Yeah, but sometimes swearing also sort of like emphasises what you're trying to say. Especially like "Fuck the Haters."
Yeah. Well, that's it. Yeah, that's. To be honest, when that song was written, it wasn't really. It was written as kind of like a festival type of song, and then Earache said, "We want it to be the first single." I was like, right, okay. Is that why? Sounds a bit crazy to me, but they were confident, and it's kind of just. Sometimes you've just got to break it down, haven't you, and just go back to basics with people to get a point across about how to behave around other people. So I know it's not clever or anything, swearing, it's not edgy or anything, but it's it's just basic, isn't it? And it's kind of telling people to sort of, whoa, off.
Like arsehole as well.
Yeah, that's about. We won't go into that. That's about somebody we've encountered in the music business. Yeah, he was an arsehole not to put too far.
It sounds like he was. Yeah.
Quite on it. Yeah, he probably still is as well. Yeah. But being sometimes in this industry, you're kind of cajoled into keeping your mouth closed for the sake of other things. So you don't really confront it. So I just thought I'd confront it in a song, really. I had to come out I wasn't going to let it lie.
Oh no, because then other people can use it for arseholes in their life. So
well, you wouldn't put up with a lot of this. You wouldn't. The thing that gets me about the music business is a lot of stuff slides that shouldn't slide. You wouldn't put up with that behaviour from your boss at work or from co-workers if you worked in a factory or a shop. I wouldn't stand, would it? So I don't understand sometimes why it's. It slides in the music business the way it does because everybody wants to get on and don't upset them. Just keep your head down and don't say anything. So okay. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, it doesn't always work for some people, does it?
No.
I saw that you're starting to write a new album.
Yeah. Well, it never kind of stops really. I don't suppose it can. We'll start straight away. Yeah, Adam's sending some stuff over. I've got a few ideas I've had him, and it's always difficult starting another album because we especially just don't want it to sound like the last one. You kind of want it. You don't want it to be too sort of much of a departure from all your other stuff. To put people off, but you don't want it to sound like the same record again. I certainly don't. So you do get a bit worried. You sort of text a song or two. Once you've got one or two under your belt, you think, oh, this is all right. You find your feet again. You sort of get a direction how it's going, so it's okay. But the first couple of songs are always hard to write, I find anyway. But yeah, it's exciting. Being creative is good.
You want to evolve, don't you? Your music wants to evolve, but you don't want to be too different that people will not like you anymore. Yeah, I could see that being.
Yeah, there was some bands get away with it. Some of your big bands can afford to try that, and even if it doesn't work, it's not really a problem. They don't lose their fan base. Like Metallica, they tried that. They did that album called is it Lulu? Was it the one? It was absolutely everybody panned it. It was awful.
Yeah.
with Matey Black, Camber's name. And then obviously, you know, it didn't do them any harm. You know, they got bands like Muse who can change their sound, and it works for them. But some bands try it, and it doesn't work. You know? Yeah. There's a negative effect. We can't really afford to go that far over somewhere else, really. So it's anyway, you know.
Maybe one day.
Maybe, you know, I'll be a country thrash dance act or something. I don't know. So
I'd like to listen to that. That sounds like
country.
Why not? If it's not been done before.
No, I've seen it.
I do have to. I read this online that the band didn't have a name when they first got together, and Massive Wagons is a nickname for a barmaid.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. A long time ago, flipping it. Yeah. That's where it comes from. Yeah. If you like, I'll leave it there.
I saw that and I was like, there's got to be something behind this.
She knows all about it, like she thinks it's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's all right then. As long as she thinks it's funny, that's fine.
Oh yeah, she knows really. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like you start off as a band, and we were just a cover band at the start, you see, and then we had this name. Didn't really mean anything to anybody. You were just like, well, it's just ridiculous, so let's go with that. And then you know, things start to happen, and you start to get a bit more popular. And you don't want to get rid of your name because it's kind of your identity, isn't it? And then then things start happening, and then you've got people asking you about the name, and you've got to suddenly start to explain to people where this ridiculous name comes from, and it's like, oh, this is awkward. You know, it is what it is.
I thought it was like a dick measuring thing that you would do.
I'd be Little Wagons if it was us. Yeah.
But yeah, I did keep wondering because I unfortunately I'm quite a new fan. I saw you last year in June at Download.
Oh, all right, okay.
And,
yeah, right.
I didn't really know much about you. There was no other bands on, and my husband was like, "No, I've heard about these Massive Wagons. Let's go have a look." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine, that's cool." And then by the end of it, I was like, "Yeah."
No, that's cool. Yeah, it was a good day. It was good to get on stage too. Yeah, bloody watched loads of bands there over the years, and you know, to play it was incredible. Amazing. Grateful.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, to be like the other way round, you're not in the crowd, you're actually the one on the stage. Well, you put on a brilliant performance.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I can't believe when you've been together so long. I was like, you've been together, what, 13, 14 years? And I was like, how have I really just heard of you?
Yeah, well, you know, we're a slow burner. We're a slow burn. That's what we are. We're in it for the long haul. It's fine. You know, to be honest, it's good that I'd rather drag this out as long as I can rather than sort of, you know, end up being massive immediately and then nothing. You know, it's all downhill. If it's all uphill over a long period of time, it's exciting, isn't it? Doors are always opening and people are getting on board. It's good.
Oh yeah. I totally get that. You don't want to be a one-hit wonder because you're going to end up on one of those really horrible TV shows in 10 years, like Where Are They sort of things.
We haven't had any hits yet, but we want to be nice.
You're getting there. I mean, look, the Haters, when it came out, that did really good.
Yeah, you know, they did it. I mean, rock and metal haven't been massively commercial for a long time. You know, that's just how it is. You know, like, maybe it'll come around one day. But you know, in the rock community, I think we do all right for rock music. You know, you know, metals of the two, metal seems to be quite popular at the moment. There's a lot of metal bands about in there that are doing really quite well. Wargasm and, you know, these sort of bands, and they're really good. Flying the flag for sort of weirdo rock music at the moment, which is it's all right for me. Yeah, you know, everybody likes it. That's my philosophy, I think.
Well, yeah, it makes you that little bit different. Your songs are so fun.
Yeah,
everyone can get into them. They can have a dance, sing along. They're brilliant.
We don't take ourselves too seriously, as you probably made that assumption yourself.
Sometimes I think that's best, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, definitely, I agree.
Because then at least you've got that sort of atmosphere, especially like seeing you live. All the people that had obviously seen you before, they were all having a wicked time down there singing along and everything to you. It was a fantastic vibe. I loved it.
Bands like we were into the rock bands of the 90s, the British ones, TerraVision and the Wild Art, and Ash, and all these bands. You know, these were all good time rock bands, really. You know, they were dressed in bright colours and they said stupid things and they sang great songs. And TerraVision especially were amazing. Massive fan of them guys. You know.
Yeah.
You know, Tequila and Perseverance and all that. Amazing. Yeah, these are the bands I like myself.
Yeah. And I think as well, if you don't take it too seriously, you can have more fun with it.
Oh yeah, exactly, yeah. You can go. We're kind of lucky, really. We can kind of go anywhere and do anything musically and stylistically, and it works. People accept it because we just have done that all the time. You know, we've never sort of boxed ourselves or styled ourselves a certain way, so we can do what we like, really, and anything goes. And I prefer it to be like that, you know.
No, that's good, as long as you're keeping sort of like true to yourself.
Oh yeah.
With your music, that is the main thing, because when you start getting told what you have to do, that's when it.
Yeah, no, well, yeah. But to be honest, nobody really cares what we do, so so there's nobody to tell us what to do. Just left by our own. Well, that's still good. Weirdo band that nobody just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. They'll probably go away in a few years. Yeah, like a bad smell. It'll vanish after a while.
And you haven't. So how's the preparation and everything going for the tour?
Yeah, great. Yeah. Well, you know, every time we go out on tour now, you know, things are at a level where everything's has to be sort of a standard, you know, and people are paying good money to come and see us. So you know, it has to be good, you know. You can't just rock up with and wing it. You know, there's a lot of preparation goes in, and you want every tour to be better than the last tour. So you know, we save a bit more money, or try and make a bit more money, and spend a bit more money on, you know, lights and a bit of this and a bit of that, and some staging and, you know, backdrops and some colour and whatnot. You know, give everybody a different. You don't want to give people the same show, do you? Every time they come and see you.
No,
so,
that's
yeah. It takes a lot of organising. You know, we've had to hire some people. We've had to hire some crew that know what they're doing, rather than employing mates to do it for free, that kind of thing. You know. Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah. We announced the Virgin Marys today, the support on the tour, who were amazing. You know, they're absolutely tailor-made, I think, to go out with us. They're great guys, and the music's amazing, so it's going to be good fun.
Excellent. I've not heard of those before. I'm going to be giving them a listen later.
Yeah, great.
Well, I'm hoping to come to the London show to see you guys.
Oh, all right.
So I'm going to have a listen to them so that I know what they sound like. Otherwise, I'm just going to stand there like one of those miserable people that just want them to leave. I like that. The support band is just as important as the main act.
Well, we've always really wanted great bands on a tour. They're not so much a support band as like a special guest, really, to us. They do a shorter time, but we want to give people value for money and get great bands on the road and give nice bands great opportunities if we can, you know, to play to lots of people. And those, to be honest, those guys have been around a while, as a similar length of time to us, and they've done some great things. You know, I think they went over to America. I think they might have gone on tour with Slash before. They're fantastic, absolutely fantastic. They're like a punk. I think there's two of them now. To be honest, they're not like a duo. It's like they're like a punk rock type thing. They're great, brilliant. Yeah, I think you'll love them. Yeah, absolutely, great song.
That's excellent. And so you're looking forward to being on the tour and everything and getting involved in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's kind of what you work towards, really. You know, you sort of have cycles. You get your album, record your album. That's one sort of thing, and then you get like the tour, and then you get festival season, and you know, and then it all sort of goes. And you have a bit of time off, and then it all goes round in a bloody big circle. You know, bits and bobs in between. So. Yeah, it's good. You know, well, Europe's a big thing for us, so we'll try to get to Europe a lot more. We had a lot of stuff in Europe planned, and we built up a bit of a great thing in Europe. Well, a good thing in Europe, and then COVID obviously came along, and then all that got kicked in the balls, and nobody was going to Europe, and nobody was coming over here, so kind of lost a bit of momentum there, really. But it's kind of coming back, and we're working at it slowly. Germany especially, we go there quite a lot. So
I saw that.
Yeah, it's good.
Germany is a good place to go if you're sort of like a rock or heavy metal band. Germany's quite a good place to break, isn't it? It's a bit like America, but they're a bit far away.
Yeah, well, Germany's a massive place as well. You know, you could go around Germany. I mean, as a band, the UK's only tiny, isn't it? You know, we've been around for sort of 12 years, whatever, and we've hammered this place to death. And God love everyone, they still keep coming and see us. But you need somewhere else to go and play and to take some time away from the UK. You know, to come back and people want to come and see you again because they haven't seen you for a year or two. So Germany's a big place with a lot of people, and they all like a lot of rock metal fans and some great radio stations and festivals. You know, it makes sense to me.
Oh definitely. Yeah, definitely. I know that there's quite a few bands, because they have quite a few big festivals over there as well in Germany.
Yeah.
So there's quite
Yeah,
a few bands that like going over there because they know they're going to have a big crowd and get seen by a lot of people. And
yeah. There's some great festivals in Germany. Some great rock bands. We played with the New Roses. They're a great rock band from Germany. Good friends with them. Yeah. More of the same this year, really. Hopefully.
yeah, so you've sort of got your tour at the right time, haven't you? It's before the festival season.
Yeah.
So you can get the tour done, then you can have all your festivals, and then getting close to Christmas.
You never really tour in bands. Well, I don't know, rock bands, but never really tour in summer. We generally tour towards the end of the year. A lot of rock bands tour like November, December. So we're going to tour in April and then maybe do like a second half in November and December. You know, do some of the we couldn't get to. Sometimes we do like the main places, the first half, and then the second half might be some of the more weirdo, smaller places that you don't normally get to or bands don't go to. Because, we like to try and get to places that people don't go. People appreciate it, and, if we can anyway.
Oh, yeah. I completely understand that because I live in the middle of Kent. So there's nothing really here. I have to go to London if I want a gig to go to. Although I've got do you know the Chris Barris band?
Yeah, Chris Barris.
Absolutely loved it. I'm seeing them next month, and they're only like half an hour down the road from me. That's never happened.
Yeah, that's great. It's about he does some. I love Chris. I was looking at his tour. He tours properly. Like he puts a lot of dates in. He's out for like a month at a time, and he really does tour hard. Which is amazing. Yeah, great. But you recently lost the Rambling Man Festival, which was really unfortunate, wasn't it? But is there a new one? There's a new one, isn't there? There's a new.
Yeah, it's called Made of Stone.
Made of Stone. That's it.
Yeah, I've been commenting to have you there.
Oh, you're all right. Right on. Nobody's been in touch. Because we were booked to play the Rambling Man Festival, and then COVID hit, and it got knocked on the head, and then we got rebooked to play it again. And then it just got cancelled, so we never played it. So I don't know.
Yeah, they went bankrupt.
Yeah, is that what it was? Right, okay. Yeah, it was a shame. That was a good festival. We did play it years ago on like a little tiny weenie stage, the Rising stage.
Oh yeah.
In 2015, I think, which was amazing. It was a great festival. It's a shame it's gone.
Yeah. I went to it twice. It was great having it in my hometown. Because that sort of stuff just doesn't happen around here. But yeah, really hoping that Made of Stone is going to be good.
Hopefully.
I wanted to ask you, your song Ratio. That is my favourite song of yours.
All right, okay. Don't ask me what it's about.
Yeah, I was going to ask what it was about.
Ask me what it's about.
Well, I could sort of get what it's about, but I just wondered. Was there something behind it? Was it like a personal thing, or?
You know what? I can't remember. I can't remember what it's about. To be honest, it's kind of weird. I sort of sing it these days, and it doesn't really just sing it. It's I don't know what it's about. It's about being it's about being down on your luck and always seeming to come out with the shitty end of the stick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a lot of things and. Sort of saying, as soon as I learn to fly, this aeroplane, I'll get us out of here. But that sort of thing never happens, does it? You keep saying, don't you? Oh, one day, or we'll change things, or things will change, and never fucking do. Keep banging your head against.
I always just think of the chorus as basically going to the pub, saying about the jukebox and everything like that. I'm like, yeah. Yeah,
well, them places don't exist either. Free jukeboxes, do they? Or cheap beer. Yeah.
And if cheap beer, good crack.
If you knock around my mates, there's no good crack either, is there?
Yeah. No, I like that. So I've been listening to that quite a bit today.
Oh, cool. Yeah, people like that one. It's a good live one. It seems to have. It seems to be the one in the set where everyone starts jumping up and down, which is nice. I always wanted to, as a band, to get people to jump up and down as a crowd. Get a bit of people going. To see that happening, is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose because you've written the songs, it must be quite. Amazing to then go do a gig and see all these people singing your songs.
I'm going. Not shouting "get off" or anything. Nobody throwing anything.
Yeah, no throwing things unless it's a bra. Then...
No, I've never had any of that either. No.
Oh, have you not?
No, nobody's ever thrown a bra at us. No, I've had a pint thrown in the face. That was interesting. Yeah.
Oh no.
Only
Maybe
once people generally don't throw things, but somebody did throw a pint on stage once, and it sort of came at me, and I saw it at the last second, and sort of put my hand out, and it hit my hand, and then completely covered me.
Well, if you were hot, I suppose that was okay. It must have cooled you down a bit.
The price of beer, it must have been flipping heck. I wouldn't be throwing it at anyone.
I don't. My husband's always moaning about the price of beer. It is ridiculous now, especially if you go to London. It's like...
Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Any venues, yeah.
So what is your favourite song to play live?
Oh, crikey. Favourite song to play live?
Or your top 2 favourite ones?
I mean,
pick one.
It's like when you write new stuff as a band. We do anyway. You understand that when you're writing a set list, people want to hear all the old stuff or stuff they've heard before or whatever. But as a band, like you've played it that many times, you just look forward to playing the new stuff. That would, it's not always what people have heard. But at the moment, my favourite one is I don't know, live. Asshole's good fun. I've got to be honest.
Oh, I bet that is live. I bet that is good live.
That's good fun. Like you get people doing stuff, get a bit of crowd stuff going on. That's good fun. Yeah. Generation Prime, to be honest, I like doing that as well. That's a good one live. Yeah, probably that, to be honest. Yeah, get Peter Andre at the end of it, or whatever. Mysterious Girl. I think I did that at Download. I can't remember.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm expecting a lot from your shows now. If I come to see you in London.
If you don't get hopes up, you won't be disappointed. That's the motto.
Well, I've just got to find someone to go with me because my husband's not very well.
All right.
So he can't really come to a gig. So I'm trying to get someone to come with me. I'm like, it's okay, I'll drive. Because it's either London, Cambridge, or is it Portsmouth?
Yeah, Portsmouth.
I was looking at, because I like going to Portsmouth. I was like, it's an excuse for a night out afterwards.
I don't think we've ever played in Portsmouth before, to be honest. We've played in Southampton a few times, never played in Portsmouth.
It's a good little town. It's a good little seaside town. It's really big on its history and stuff. So if you like battleships and stuff, it's great.
All right. Yeah.
If you're into that stuff.
If I'm bored.
If you're bored, it's good fun.
I'm bored.
Right, I saw that you were doing your raffle for, is it Layla? Is that how you say your name for?
Yeah.
How is that going? Last time I saw you was up to $4,000.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've seen she sadly passed away last weekend.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, on Sunday. Yeah. She was. Well, we launched the. I've been wanting to do it for ages, you see. And then I was like, right, I've got to do it. I'll do it now. I'll get it done because I'm in my head. I'm just terrible getting things done. So I got it done. Got it started. And then in about 4 days we raised about $4,000, I think. Yeah. And then on Sunday morning she died. Yeah, which was obviously extremely sad. She was only 14 months old. She was waiting for her heart. So and it's horrible because she's sort of gone through. So much, like there was so much positivity and like it was looking really good, and then all of a sudden it would nosedive, and then she'd be at death's door, and it'd be like, oh, this is the end. And then she'd come back up, and it was like, oh, she's sort of fighting again, and it was always like that all the time, up and down, up and down. And then, unfortunately, she died at the weekend, which is, mortifying, But we're carrying on the raffle anyway. We're going to draw it at the end of the month, and then all the money will go to her family, and they can do with it what they like, donate it to charities or go on holiday or whatever.
Yeah, it'll help them a little bit.
They were separated obviously because they're from Manchester, and Layla was in hospital in Newcastle. So the mother Savannah lived in hospital with her for all of her life, and like her dad and her brothers could only come and see her at, whenever they could make it, really. So they were always separated, which was also a massive inconvenience, for the family. Yeah.
Well, the money will definitely help. I mean, $4,000 is going to help them. Like you said, they could go on a little holiday all together, or they could donate it to a charity.
The money was for them anyway, you know. Like Layla was on the waiting list for a heart. That's what she needed. The money wouldn't have aided that, you know. The money was to help them support Layla as a family, you know. So yeah, that's it.
But it's still going to do them good. That's the main thing, isn't it?
People are amazing. It sort of restored my faith in a lot of people. You know, it was really nice. You know, really cool. You know, I couldn't believe it how much people were sort of donating and raising it. Yeah, incredible. You know.
Well, you put such great prizes in there. There's quite a few bits that I want.
A lot of my t-shirts. I got loads. Well, this weekend people have been donating stuff for it. I've got a lot more stuff to put up this weekend. We've got tickets for the Chepstow Castle show we're doing. We've got Wagons tour tickets. We've got another guitar, an acoustic guitar. All sorts of stuff people have donated. It's all good stuff as well. You know, it's all cool stuff. You know, really cool. So
I bet.
Had a few more prizes. It's all good.
Yeah, and like you said, people have got in on it to help out.
Absolutely, yeah. Amazing reaction, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing after the tour and everything? Have you got anything else booked this year that you're definitely going to do, or?
Well, we're doing. We've got a few festivals in. We're doing Firestorm. I think it's Firestorm Festival in Stockport, I think. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, that's a good festival. It's its second year, and it's really come on quite a lot in just a year. It's a really great festival. There's a band called Royal Republic who are headlining another one of the nights. They're from Sweden, I think. Another amazing rock band. So that's good. We're doing a Chepstow Castle gig. Yeah, Those Damn Crows did it last year, I think, and we're doing it this year. That's something to look forward to. And stuff in Europe, really. We've got quite a bit booked in Germany, going there a few times, and just sort of booking more stuff, really, as it comes in. Yeah.
Nice. No word on download for this year? Is it the 20th anniversary?
No, they won't have us back this year. Well, we did last year, and we did the pilot as well. So I imagine if they do want us back, it'll probably be a couple of years anyway. To be honest, they sort of, you know, to rotate the lineup. We don't want to be that band everyone's.
To be fair, there is a few with download that are like that, aren't there? Like Iron Maiden, that they've been enough time still.
I suppose it's difficult. It's difficult with the headliners. You've got there's not many out there, is there, that big, and people don't realise as well. Availability is a lot of it. You know, these massive bands are they're like machines, aren't they? And if it's just not doable, or they're not available at that time, or they're on tour somewhere else, so you can't just sort of say, well, we'll get them. It's got to be part of the tour, hasn't it? Or it's got to be part of, because there's such a big operation and a lot to organise. But Metallica, they've got Metallica playing 2 sets, haven't they, at Download this year, which would be interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people have complained about that, haven't they? But I don't think what they're not getting is the fact that it's not going to be the same set twice.
No, I think it's. I don't think anything's been announced about what they're playing, but I think it coincides with one of their. I think it could be Kill 'Em All's 40th anniversary or something. I don't really know. 20th year. So maybe they'll play that. Maybe play a set of like old thrashy stuff and then play
that would be pretty cool. It's sort of like something for the older fans.
Yeah, that's it. And then play all the newer stuff, the hits or something. So I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah. I'm sure it'll be good, whatever it is. People just like to whinge, don't they? That's what they like to do, don't they?
Yeah.
And more.
Yeah. Did you see Kiss at Download this year with their blow up statues and stuff at the side of the stage?
You know, I watched quite a bit of it on YouTube. To be honest, I wasn't there for the headline. So was that the day we played? I can't remember. My mind's a blur. I think we left as soon as we played our set. To be honest.
Oh.
We didn't stay. We didn't hang around. I know the year we played when Guns N' Roses headlined, we stuck around and watched that. We watched their headline set. Yeah. No, I didn't see the Kiss thing, to be honest. No, there's some spectacle, aren't they? The never-ending final tour, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's a bit like Ozzy as well, though, isn't it? He's always this is my last tour, and then all of a sudden he tours again. It's like,
yeah, well, he's about at it now, I think he's not. He's not so good, is he? I think his health's taken a bit of a turn for the worse, I think, really.
No, I think things are finally catching up on him. Bless him. He's had too many close shaves.
Too many bloody late nights. That's what it is. Yeah.
Bless him, and all the stuff he took in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
Oh, that's it.
But I think you'd probably be a good one for you to tour with. You can really get the crowd going before he came on stage.
Ozzy? Oh yeah, it'd be great to go on tour with Ozzy, yeah. Yeah, well, he's supposed to be out. I think he's had this like tour that's been postponed 3 or 4 times now. I think a lot of people have bought tickets. It's been sort of ongoing for sort of 3 years. And he keeps, these setbacks keep happening, and he's had his operation that went wrong. But I think he said he wants to get it done, definitely. But I hope he does, yeah.
Definitely one last one, and then that's it.
Okay.
I think he's probably got one more left in him, bless him.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, because he's brilliant. Do you kind of see yourself being, obviously not Aussie big, because that took a while for him to get that big, but in like 10 years time, can you see yourself like headlining Download and stuff like that?
I don't know. I mean, they come from a different time, don't they? They come from a time when rock and metal was commercial and it was the biggest music in the world, selling millions of albums, you know. Yeah. No, I don't think so, bro, to be honest. I don't think anyone wants to see us headline Download.
Well, at least they got the second stage.
I won't say no. Yeah, well, you know, whatever. Yeah, just rise up the ranks and play a few bigger shows and always be there. It's all good, you know. Headline it. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
That's what you will bring, do you?
No, that's it. Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, you never know. You'll have a one-hit wonder.
No, I don't think you'll be a one-hit wonder. I don't think that's possible. No, you the songs that you write, it sounds like someone actually writing from the soul.
All right, that's
actual issues.
That's
the way I feel anyway. Like actually, like you know what you're talking about. You're not writing a song just because it's something that's a major issue at the time.
Yeah.
It's something that's actually meaningful, you know, and you can tell, like some of your songs, like just like arsehole and things. It's like, just be fucking nice. Don't be an arsehole. There's no need for it.
yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to say, isn't it? This is the message, isn't it? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. I think you just need more people to see you. Maybe this tour will be what does it.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the kind of goal, isn't it? To drag more people in and sort of turn a few more heads and convert a few people. Yeah, every tour is the same. It's all the same sort of goal, if you like, out with albums and tours. You know, that's the same sort of goal. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I thought it was great that you did that sort of like the music shop little tour thing.
Oh yeah, the acoustic
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah,
no one does that anymore, do they? I noticed that there's not many people that actually do that.
Yeah, well, it's sort of coming back. A few bands do it. The Wild Arts, I think, have done it over the years, and you know, it's just good to go out and sort of do these little gigs, and you sort of it's good PR for your album, you know. You sort of do a run of them before the main tour, you know. If you've got an album coming out anyway, you know, those Damn Crows again, the band are earache bands. We tend to do. Ricky Warwick is doing a set of acoustic dates in these little stores, and yeah, it's good at it. You know, it's a different thing. It's good to meet people and talk to people and sell a few albums and whatnot.
Your fans feel like they've got a personal performance.
My dog wants to go out. Hang on one sec.
Oh.
Back now.
It's alright. My dog's been staring at me. He's just gone downstairs. So. But yeah, I liked that idea. Fans actually like getting to meet you and talk to you and listen to little acoustic songs and.
Yeah,
that was genius.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, it's all very, very positive and productive, I think.
Indeed. Right, I've come to the end of my questions.
Oh well. That was a good chat. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it too. It's great to actually be able to speak to you and get a little bit of an insight into the band and everything.